Greetings to all my friends on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. Celine Driver coming to you with a college football only video. So if you're one of my watch subscribers, there's going to be no watch content on here. If you want to watch to the end and be amused, that's fine. I don't blame you. But this is a video aimed exclusively at my college football and trash talk community subscribers. You know who you are. Shout out to my good buddy SlimShady Canes for reminding me this morning that I did say I would make this video. Going to eat a little crow on this video. Now, I've not made a big secret about my dislike for Todd Grantham as the defensive coordinator for my Florida Gators. And ever since the epic collapse of our defense on October 10th, 2020, against Texas A&M, and that's not to say that the games that we played before that, the two games we played before that, that our defense didn't look shitty. I mean, I don't think I'm putting too fine a point on that. The fact that our defense looked really, really, really bad for 3 games, and we came out of those 3 games 2-1, probably didn't deserve to win the Mississippi game, if I'm honest, because our defense just didn't exist. And while people whose opinion I trust have put forth arguments about we have good players, we don't have a star player like we've had in the past on defense. And they put that argument out as part of the problem. I don't entirely disagree with that, but I don't entirely agree with that statement. The old expression, a fish rots from the head down, to me, that puts the blame for the very, very bad defensive performance by the Florida Gators squarely on Todd Grantham's shoulders. Ever since the October 10th A&M collapse, all they had to do in that game was stop A&M one time, and they won the game. All they had to do was make one stop. They didn't make one stop. The whole game, they rolled over and died. And they lost that game because they couldn't stop A&M with a quarterback who is a good quarterback, but he is so off and on inconsistent that one week he looks like a Heisman Trophy candidate. The next week, he looks like he never picked up a football in his life. That's Kellen Mond, for those of you who don't know. We made him look like a superstar, and he beat the team. He beat us bad. We have an offense that can put points up like nobody's business. I mean, we have an offense that at a lot of times looks like a video game. And our offensive one goal is to outscore its own defense. That's not a way to play a football game. You're a half a team at that point. So from October 10th onward until yesterday, based on what I'm recording, day before yesterday, based on what I'm recording this, which would be November 7th, 2020. So almost a month solid, I have been riding the hashtag Fire Grantham train. Whenever I was in a college football chat session or an online stream or whatever, almost every post I put up would end with, instead of a period, it would end with hashtag Fire Grantham. Whenever I appeared in a stream on camera, instead of my name on the StreamYard or whatever appearing as whatever I chose it to be, it was always hashtag Fire Grantham. I did this to the point pretty much of annoyance to a lot of people. Shout out to my friends Tiger Cat and Tik Tok Chess Hall, who were particularly annoyed at me for everything being Fire Grantham. I said that I would not. I co-host a show once a week online stream called The Main Event, which our goal is to pick all the SEC games, pick winners and losers, and several other non-SEC games. And I told them that I would not be picking Florida for the rest of the year as long as Grantham was on staff. Now, I was sort of backed into being allowed to modify that promise, although I did pick against Florida in the Missouri game. Obviously, I was wrong. And I did pick against them in the Georgia game. I was wrong. I was sort of maneuvered into an agreement with particularly Tiger Cat. Shout out to Tiger Cat. If Florida somehow managed to rear up and pull off a miracle and beat the University of Georgia, I would be allowed to not have to stick to the thing of picking against Florida as long as Grantham was on the staff. The other side of that agreement was I had to get rid of the hashtag. I couldn't post the hashtag anymore. I had to get off the Fire Grantham train, at least on video chats and stuff like that. And I had to make a video, which actually my friend SlimShady Canes sort of boxed me in with Tiger Cat into that. I had to make a video, which I'm doing now, eating crow. Figuratively, obviously, I can't catch a crow and cook it and eat it. So here I am making this video saying I was wrong. I picked against Florida in the Georgia game. I thought that maybe our offense could score points against the Georgia defense, which admittedly was a bit beat up, missing some key players. But, not really an excuse. You can't really use the excuse, next man up kind of thing. But I didn't think that our defense could slow down Georgia's running game. And given the fact that Georgia's passing game is somewhat anemic, I figured they would run the ball a lot. And quite frankly, nothing I had seen up to that game had shown me that Florida had the ability to stop a running game. They did manage to slow down Missouri's running game, but that's Missouri. Missouri is a high school football program. It's not really on Georgia's level, as we're going to see this coming week when Georgia plays Missouri. But I watched the game, and I watched the Florida defense play a pretty good game. They managed to, with the exception of that first play of the game, which when I saw that, I threw my hands up. And I actually had a bet with my friend Uncle Lou from the Uncle Lou channel. We had a mini helmet versus mini helmet bet. And after that first play, I literally texted him and I congratulated him on Georgia's win and asked him which helmet he wanted. To his credit, he said, let's wait till the end of the game. And now, funnily, he owes me a helmet, which we've already talked about that. And that'll happen eventually. But other than that one play and one other run, which I can't remember exactly where, it was a good run. Other than that, Florida's defense managed to contain Georgia's running backs. And, of course, we know the quarterback play was pretty bad. I mean, two quarterbacks combined for 9 completions, I think 20-something attempts. And, what was it, 3 interceptions? So Florida's defense came to play. Whether it was a combination of those couple weeks off because of the Wuhan Red Death, or whatever the cause was, Florida's defense seems to be playing better. Florida no longer looks like half a team. Is Florida's defense back where a lot of Florida fans would like it to be? No, I don't think so, not yet. But, it's improved. Of course, I could also make the argument that when you're hitting absolute friggin' zero, the only way to go is up. So, there's two sides to that argument, but Florida's defense did look like it was playing better. Florida's offense was looking great for most of that game against Georgia, although the play calling in the fourth quarter was very questionable. Dan Mullen has to stop going into a tortoise shell, and Trask made a couple of very questionable throws that could have brought Georgia back to within 6 points if things had gone really bad. But it didn't. And we won the game. We slayed the dragon. Mullen has finally beaten Kirby Smart. He got that monkey off his back. Florida got the 3-game losing streak monkey off their back. They have the inside track to winning the SEC Eastern Division and going to play for the conference title against Alabama, which hopefully will be a good game this time. The last time we played Alabama, of course, was a disaster. Hard to win a football game when you have a quarterback who's basically a running back with smaller shoulder pads. But that's another subject for another day. Last time we played Alabama, they beat the brakes off of us, and deservedly so. So hopefully, if we get to the SEC title game, we'll give Alabama a really good game and maybe even win the game. That would be nice. But I was wrong about picking against Florida in the Georgia game and in the Missouri game. Those are the only two games I picked against Florida. So I humbly apologize to Gator Nation for having my doubts, although I do believe my doubts were well-founded. Perhaps I shouldn't have doubted in as overt a way as I did. So I will eat that crow. I will own that mistake. As for the hashtag Fire Grantham, well, I tell you something, Todd. Look at me, Todd. Look here. Look into my eyes. Your track record to this point of the other teams you've been with has been atrocious in year 3. You are now in year 3 with my Gators. You started off this season badly. You need to step your fat ass up and coach this team. There are no superstars on your defense. You don't have the superstars you had in year 1 and year 2. You have very good players, but you don't have that standout killer like you did last year. They're all graduated. Some of them are playing on Sunday now. You need to step your game up, big boy, because I may be apologizing right now for the hashtag Fire Grantham thing, and I may suspend it for now, but if you screw up this much, I'm going to be back on you, and I'm going to try and drag other people to it also, and hopefully get enough people vocal enough that the hot seat will be put on you, because I don't trust you right now. Now, my friend Lou don't trust Kirby Smart right now for his quarterback debacles, which are well documented. I don't trust you to coach this defense at the level it needs to be coached. So let's step up our game here, big boy. Maybe eat a salad too once in a while, you know? Third and Grantham is not a scheme. Third and Grantham is an idea. Come up with a scheme that works and start shutting these fools down for the next 4 or 5 weeks, and start getting your ass ready to play Alabama, because Alabama is a whole nother offensive level than we've seen up to this point or will see going forward. And you better get your defense ready. So that's where I'm going to leave it on terms of eating crow. Thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs down if you don't. I don't care either way. Comments, questions, suggestions down below, the usual thing. I'll read them. I'll respond to them. I'll delete the garbage, and I'll block the garbage poster. So, do what you want down there. I have the final word. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to look around. I got a lot of good content out there on various subjects. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. And click the subscribe button and the bell icon when you're about to leave, and help the channel grow a little bit. Go Gators. Fuck you haters. I'm out.